Well, we're staying with the story of Nizamuddin area now becoming the hotspot of COVID-19 across the country. Exactly how did this happen? If on the 12th of March there was a specific directive which was issued by the Delhi government not to allow any such congregation, if on the 13th of March a specific order was passed by the Delhi government that no meeting beyond 200 people should take place, then how exactly did this congregation take place in the first place? Ilyas Sharafuddin is a media coordinator of Islamic Research Foundation is with us. Dr. Ravi Malik is the former president of National Indian Medical Association, and Anila Singh representing the BJP. Ilyas ji, first to you, sir. How does this meeting take place, please tell me? If there are two specific orders which have been passed by the Delhi government on the 12th and 13th of March, how does this meeting take place in the first place?
The callous attitude of the government in the center, which allows the international Jamaats to come within India and travel across India, is responsible. The callous attitude of the responsible people of Nizamuddin Masjid is responsible, where they allow without taking the advisory into consideration. The callous attitude of the Delhi police with the intelligence wing, knowing that this is happening, is still not stopping it on time and preventing this worst scenario. So I think that all have contributed to this particular scenario, resulting in this disastrous situation.
You see, government's approach is government's approach. Let's keep that aside for a moment. I'm simply saying that if the entire country, the entire world was aware of what was happening to COVID-19 and certain decisions were taken by the Delhi government, who are these people who managed to reach there? I mean, if they reached there, they knew that they were going to be a part of this congregation. They should have known that they were becoming a part of a congregation which in the eyes of law was an illegal activity. Therefore, I'm asking you, how did these people end up coming together in one spot? Sharafuddin ji.
This is not one-time affair. It happens every month over there. Government knows it, central state governments know it, local police department knows that. And when this scenario came from China in December, since January, we were shouting on every medium that congregations should not be there, congregation should not be there. Even my Facebook and YouTube, you can cross-examine, I was shouting since January. But unfortunately, no one have heed to it. The government was sleeping, so do these people. And when this happens, the government already knew that international Jamaats from Indonesia and other places elsewhere have arrived in India. They were not quarantined and taken care at airports, resulting in this particular scenario. Like Kanika Kapoor, we are having such situation within the Muslim community.
Okay, but Dr. Malik, let's look at the numbers, Dr. Malik now. Word is a total of 369 people from Hyderabad itself were attending this meeting. The sheer scale where people from Mumbai to Karnataka to Hyderabad, you know, all the way up to Srinagar, everyone was attending this. Now, do I take this, Dr. Malik, that all these people are in danger of being described as COVID-19 carriers?
They are not themselves in danger. They are putting their family members in danger, and they are putting the whole nation in danger. I must tell you, this isolation or lockdown period should be followed with all or none phenomena, with no careless, no negligent and no callous attitude of any kind of any person. Because look, at the end of the day, it is the human lives which are involved. We are going through a very, very grave situation. It is an extraordinary, unprecedented type of a grave situation where we are in. You imagine if we enter into stage 3, what is going to happen? We are a population of 1300 million people. If say only 1% of them they require ventilatory therapy, we will be in a big soup. So I don't understand why the administration has allowed this. It is the accountability and answerability of the administration also for that matter. And this should happen in no way. And as a medical person, I can tell you that it can catch fire. It can catch fire with the arithmetic proportion. You know, one person is infected, 2 are infected, 4 are infected, then it is going to grow exponentially. It is going to blast. I don't understand why this has happened. It is our personal responsibility. It is not only illegal, it is ethically very wrong. It is absolutely wrong step which has been taken, and I must tell you, this should not get repeated.
No, but my fear is that. My fear is that. My fear, Dr. Malik, is that on one hand, we're looking at the story of migrant workers who are moving on foot and in different ways. That's also congregation. You know, if you have a bus which is full of, say, 200 people, is that not violation of the law? Congregation like this, is that not violation of law? Anila ji, UP Chief Minister, I'm told, has decided to cut short his meeting to Ghaziabad, his trip to Ghaziabad, and he's gone back to Lucknow. is there a fear? You know, I'm looking at hotspots now, Nilaji. Look at Noida, where you and I are. Look at Nizamuddin. It's not very far off from where we are. It makes me feel, Nilaji, that this entire trajectory from Nizamuddin to Noida could actually end up being the biggest crisis point for us. Is the UP administration prepared to deal with this?
See, I can't deny what you have said right now, Bhupenji, that what we are seeing in today's date in Nizamuddin, or what we had been seeing the movement of migrant laborers from one state to another state, definitely. I mean, when the administration or the government or the medical fraternity, time and again, constantly, all instructions at every level had been delivered that the people should not come together, they should not move together. It is very dangerous, but still we see that happening. So the question arises, why? So if we talk about the Nizamuddin thing, first of all, I want to give a clarity to the people who are watching your channel right now that this markaz, Tablighi markaz, doesn't has to do anything with the Dargah of Nizamuddin. So it is a different markaz, it has got a different ideology and they follow it. Perhaps they were thinking that somebody will come and save them. They never thought that they will get infected and they are going to spread this infection. So they thought themselves above these signs. So, and coming back to the migrant laborers, yes, I need to tell you here that if I will do some sort of comment on it, then you will say that you are putting politics. But we know it very well that how this rumor spread and they started, coming out from the living spaces, whether we talk about the Delhi or some other state, and started moving towards Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. And earlier also I had said in different news channels that...
Adilaji, let's not bring in politics, but I'm trying to hold... Someone needs to be held accountable for this, no? The Delhi government is showing me order after order that on the 12th of March they passed an order, on the 13th of March they passed an order. The center is saying, well, we were very clear. Anyways, there was a lockdown that we were staring at. Sharafuddin ji, if this was the story, do you not think that maybe some Muslim scholar, Muslim cleric, someone who has a pan-India appeal, pan-community appeal needs to come out and someone needs to make these positions very clear that you can't be doing this. I mean, just imagine the kind of danger today, Sharafuddin Saab, the kind of danger which this entire country today is being put in by these people who attended this Jamaat.
I fully agree with you that like Saudi Arabia, we should have a pan-India Muslim scholars who are giving a verdict, and like Saudi Arabia, the masjids were closed down in January itself. The Makkah and Medina was closed down in January itself for the prevention of this particular disease to be spread on the global and local level. Likewise, we had earlier, before 2016, one person by name Dr. Zakir Naik. Unfortunately, Modi government have a vendetta against him and sent him to Malaysia. Otherwise, he would have that appeal and he would have done much better, as he had done in the matter of polio at that particular time on Doordarshan. Regarding this also, he would have done a lot.
I'm saying let's adopt some responsible approach now. You are bringing in Modi Sarkar. You see, can we all come to a consensus, Sharafuddin Saab, that this is not the time for you or for the BJP or for the Congress or for that matter anyone to play politics. This is the time when all of us need to put our minds together. We need to show some collective might. Are we really displaying this collective might, Mr. Sharafuddin?
There is no second thought about it. Security of India and the Indian nationals and global citizens should be the top priority.
No, I disagree. Can I point out something? Yesterday I was coming back from Uttarakhand, and while I was passing through Rampur and Muradabad, I saw so many Muslim citizens. I'm not trying to paint some religion in some way, but this fact has to be put out on the table. I saw so many Muslim citizens who were all out on the road. And I myself asked some of them, I said, why are you hanging around like this? Don't you think that this is a lockdown? They said, nahi, humko yahan jana hai. It appears that there is a section of people, there is a section of community in India which is simply unwilling to acknowledge the danger which is staring at us in our faces. Are you willing to acknowledge that?
I am with the government, I am with the police when they are strictly enforcing the lockdown. Irrespective of any community or person violating it, should be handled severely. There should be no second thought about it. And I always, since last 1 month, propagated that cooperate with the government, cooperate with the police. Though the police was beating the people who are visiting the masjids or the mandirs, and I was in favor of police saying to the people that don't go to the masjid, perform prayers at your own houses. That's what the scholars of every community have said. So follow it. I was with the police, and today also I am with the police and the administration. A strict lockdown should be there, where we are already 1 month late.
Anila
The government is 1 month late in the lockdown.
Anila ji. Let's have a response from Anila ji.
Bhupenji, I'm so surprised, or rather I'll say I am shocked by listening the response from Mr. Ilyas. I mean, on your channel right now, he is advocating about Zakir Naik. We know it very well that what type of ideology and what type of vision and mission that person had. And upon that, he is saying perhaps if he would have been here, he would have said this, he would have said that. And one more thing, Mr. Ilyas, let me tell you here that yes, responsibility of any government is there. Responsibility of any administration is there. But we need to understand that we have got some fundamental duties as well. When the government says something, when the administration says something, when the medical fraternity says something, don't you think that the people should understand that? And the people like you, they should go ahead and they should tell the people that what you are doing, if you are on the roads, that is absolutely wrong. You should stay at home.
Please, for God's sake, for God's sake. You know, even today. Sharafuddin Saab, Anila ji. No, I'll have to hold both of you. I'll have to hold both of you. Please, you know, with folded hands, it's my request that at least at this time of crisis, let's forget our political divides. No, let's forget our political ideology, political belief. Only belief right now, only ideology should be how do you beat this coronavirus? Because if we don't, then let me assure you, whether it is me sitting here or you or Anila ji, everyone, all of us will end up being impacted. So please, you know, let's just calm down, let's pipe down, let's take a step back and let's all come together. Let's all come together to fight this virus. Thanks very much for joining us, and I hope that all of you can show some degree of restraint and think in terms of the larger objective and not just in terms of who scored political points of the day. On the other side of the break, we'll have more live reports which are coming up in the context of are there other hotspots as well. As we go into the break, take a look at what Satyendra Jain, the Delhi Health Minister, has to say about what went on at Nizamuddin.
5 लोगों से ज़्यादा का कंजेशन कोई भी फंक्शन अलाउड नहीं था, उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने इस तरह का काम किया है। सरकार ने मैंने खुद लिख के भेजा एलजी साहब को कि इनके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कानूनी कार्रवाई की जाए और इनको बख्शा ना जाए। सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का ध्यान नहीं रखा गया है। एक साथ इतने सारे लोग हैं, अगर तबीयत खराब हो रही है उन्होंने छुपाया, उसको बताया नहीं है। तो इस तरह से लोगों के अंदर बड़ी एक गलत काम किया लोगों ने।
सरकार ने अपनी तरफ से कुछ एफआईआर के आदेश दिए, निर्देश
जी दे दिए,
आदेश दे दिए। और सर, क्वारंटाइन सेंटर बनाया जा रहा है जवाहरलाल नेहरू स्टेडियम को।
जवाहरलाल नेहरू स्टेडियम को भी केंद्र सरकार ने अलाउ नहीं किया है।
अच्छा।
बाकी 3 जगह भेजा गया। ऐसा कोई हमारी जानकारी में संज्ञान में नहीं आया कि कोई भी ऐसा कोई फंक्शन किया जा रहा है।
कितने पॉजिटिव केस मिले हैं?
पॉजिटिव केस इसमें टोटल 24 लोगों के पॉजिटिव केस मिल चुके हैं।